Hello, middle school. As Dr. Hall just said, my name is Aidan. In my 3 years at Montgomery School, I have listened to many chapels on life lessons. I decided to follow that trend and to speak to you about lessons that I have learned in my life. Instead of talking about one lesson, I am going to talk to you about 5 lessons that I consider to be very important. Under 5 of your chairs, there's candy along with a card. Would everyone please look under their chairs? If you found candy and a card under your chair, you will see that the card has a number and a word. When I call your number, please read the word that is written on the card. Would the person with card number 1 please read the word on the card? All right. Patience. Patience is an important part of our lives, whether we are sitting in class waiting to learn something new, or if we are on the sports field waiting to be put into the game. An example of patience in my life is when I fish. Some of you might not know, but I really enjoy fishing. When I fish in shark tournaments, it can take up to 4 hours traveling on the boat just to get to the spot where we will be fishing. Once we begin to fish, it may take up to 5 hours before we get one bite. One bite in 5 hours is considered a good day. Fishing takes an enormous amount of patience. However, patience usually results in huge rewards. Without patience, I would not have experienced the adrenaline pumping excitement of catching a large shark. It is extremely rewarding and is worth the wait. Would the person holding card number 2 please read what is on the card? Yeah. Spending time with family. Spending time with family is my favorite thing to do. Even though I love spending time with each member of my family equally, I am going to talk to you about 2 specific family members. My grandfather, or as I call him, Buddy, and my Uncle Billy, or as I call him, Cappy, who are arguably my 2 best friends. I do everything with them. No amount of money is worth the time I spend with them and the experiences I have. I fish with them every chance I get and have experiences with them that people could only imagine. One of my favorite experiences with Cappy is fishing in the Cape May Shark Tournament. We leave at 4 a.m., and when we are driving out to our spot, everyone sleeps but Cappy and I. While Cappy's driving the boat, I sit next to him. It is pitch black on the water, and we talk for 4 hours straight. Cappy shares unbelievable stories that are extremely entertaining. I learned so much from him. Buddy is on the shark tournament trips too, but he likes to sleep until the sun comes up. I also fish a great deal with Buddy. When it is just the 2 of you, without any distractions, you are able to talk and tell stories. Buddy also comes to all of my sporting events, which also means the world to me. I have the greatest family in the world, and I have learned that every second spent with my family, having good times, and making memories is priceless. Would the person holding card number 3 please read what is on the card? Right. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi was, in my opinion, the greatest football coach of all time. And what he means by this quote is don't give up. I remember when I had a game for indoor state cups, which is where teams compete to see who is the best indoor soccer team in the state. We were in the semifinals against a very good team, and we were losing 2-0 early in the game. As a result, my teammates started to give up. I wasn't ready to give up because the game wasn't over yet, and I knew we still had a chance to win. So I played even harder, and as a result of my determination, I ended up scoring 2 goals to tie the game 2-2. Whether it's a sporting event, failing a math test, or daily life, don't give up. If you mess up, that should motivate you to try harder rather than give up. The greatest satisfaction comes from overcoming possible defeat. Would the person holding card number 4 please read what is on the card? Okay. Sometimes it's good to slow down. What I mean by this is sometimes it's good to just sit back and enjoy where you are, whether it is with family, on vacation, or at home. An example of slowing down for me is when I fish. This summer, I went to Blooming Grove Fishing and Hunting Club to fish with Mr. Van Buren. When we were driving to Blooming Grove, I didn't know what to expect. I had never fished there before and had no idea what to expect. When we arrived at Blooming Grove, I was taken back with how beautiful it was. When we were having dinner at the lake, I remember just lying back and enjoying the scenery around me. I took it all in: the fresh air, the scenery, the smell of the grill, and the voices of my family and friends. When you take the time to relax and slow down, it allows you to enjoy every moment and to be grateful for the experience as well as for the wonderful things in your life. The pictures on the screen are not off Google. They were all taken by my phone while fishing. Slow down and enjoy life. There are wonderful moments you will miss if you don't. Finally, would the person holding card number 5 please read what is on the card? Yeah. Make new friends. Making new friends can be hard or scary for some people. I know it has been for me, but it is something important you need to do. For example, in elementary school, I went to Springford, which is a public school. I had 32 kids in my class, and there were 600 kids in the grade. I made a lot of friends at Springford, so when my parents told me they wanted me to go to Montgomery School, I was terrified. I remember going to school on the first day and not really talking to anybody because I was nervous. But all of you welcomed me in with open arms, and I made new friends and felt like I was a part of a family at Montgomery. I wish I could say that entering a new high school is going to be easy, but it's not. We will be leaving our comfort zone, but if we remember that almost everyone entering a new high school feels the same way we do, then it makes it easier. Reach out to your new classmates, introduce yourself, and get to know them. You may very well meet some people who will be lifelong friends. I know I did when I came to Montgomery. I would like to thank all of you for listening to my chapel, and I would like to leave you with a quote. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. Enjoy your day.